Thank you all for joining us. I'd like to extend a special welcome to Mayor Fisher and Councilman Hollander and all of our special guests. We're so glad to have you join us here at SOS, where world health is impacted daily. SOS collects surplus medical supplies, diverts them from landfills, and responsibly redistributes them to partners around the world, including right here in Louisville. We work with low-income medical clinics, schools, social service organizations, and we're impacting thousands of lives every year. We meet our mission of advancing global health by working locally and internationally, because communities around our globe are all interconnected. We are all part of one world, and we make up one community. And I think COVID-19 certainly demonstrated that world health is not confined by ocean shorelines or country borders. So today we kick off Mayor's Give a Day, a month of service, and many of those acts of service will impact health and quality of life here in our own community, but also far beyond, because volunteerism is like a pebble dropping in a pond. It has a ripple effect. Its impact is far greater than the moment and the place that it occurs. The active giving of your time is something that everyone can do. And by working together and doing this, you are not only changing your community, you're helping the world. There's a common human quality that I see in my amazing SOS team, in our partners, local and international, and in all the volunteers who serve through this month and throughout the year. And that is the commitment to make a difference. In a few moments, you will hear from Melissa Coleman and Lisa Walton, founders of Healthcare Essentials Training Institute, the first and only certified nursing assistant training program in West Louisville. They had a dream, and they did not let COVID stop or even delay their dream. And today, they're impacting the health of their students, of their students' families, of their community, and every patient those students will take care of going forward. You will also hear from Harry. Harry is originally from Liberia. Today he lives in Louisville and works at UPS. But he is deeply committed to helping the people in his former homeland. And he's worked with SOS where we've been able to send medical supplies and equipment to an area that was devastated by Ebola and is still trying to recover from the devastation. So we kick off this month of giving back, making a difference. That's what Mayor's Give a Day is all about, is making a difference. Because by coming together, we will change our community and we will improve our world. I would like to welcome Mayor Fisher to the podium.
Thank you, Denise. All right, Give a Day 2021. I'm really excited about this. You know, last year we didn't get to have a Give a Day because of the pandemic, so it's just wonderful to be here at SOS to kick it off and all that Give a Day represents to our entire community. And I want to really say thank you to SOS for hosting us today, Councilman Hollander, for us being in your great district here and the wonderful work that you do each and every day. SOS has been just great, outstanding partners with Give a Day celebration of compassion for many, many years. And I want to thank all of you all that do the work here in the back. Thank you. Let's give a big round of applause to our volunteers. But what SOS does really embodies so much of the best of our city. And you just heard it from their great leader, Denise Spears, about compassion and innovation, global mindset, love for our fellow community members as well. And this organization probably is best known for redistributing surplus medical supplies to underserved communities around the world. But the truth is, as you just heard, for years, they've supported local health needs and medical education as well. And when COVID-19 hit, SOS made the commitment to redirect even more resources and supplies to local organizations while still maintaining the international disaster relief efforts. When you think about the local impact, SOS has helped provide more than $1 million worth of PPE and medical supplies to local hospitals, nursing homes, clinics, and emergency responders in Louisville and surrounding areas to help fight the pandemic. And it seems like it was a dog year 7 years ago rather than 1 year ago when you go back to the beginning of the pandemic. But you remember, we had a heck of a problem getting PPE everywhere. And so this was a really critical service that SOS provided. And it's one of the reasons SOS was honored with the 2020 Community Impact Award presented by Business First of Louisville. And SOS has also continued to support medical education and job training and help us address health disparities in our city that we're going to be hearing about in a moment. And SOS, yes, I am bragging on them. Muhammad Ali's from Louisville. He said if it's true, it's not bragging. So it's all true here, what we're saying. But because SOS has established partnerships with organizations in West Louisville like Hope Wellness Center and Healthcare Essential Training Institute, again, who we'll hear from here in a few minutes. So SOS is an organization that really, to me, embodies what we talk about when we say one of our core values as a city is compassion. Compassion is an action word. Respect for each and every one of our citizens so their full human potential is flourishing. So that means you got to do something. Yes, you've got to be empathic and empathetic toward people, but then you got to convert that into action. And that's why we felt this was an ideal place to start Give a Day 2021, just because they've been a great partner for many years, and they get better every year as well on this spirit of innovation. And their participation and many, many others throughout Louisville has helped us grow this event each and every year. Because you got to remember, Give a Day started with one event and a few hundred volunteers. And I want to give a shout out to my mom, because my mom really was the inspiration behind the first Give a Day. And when we think about where most of us were taught about compassion, usually it's our moms that started about this. And it's just a natural instinct, I believe, for people to help each other. And my mom would say that. I'm one of 5 kids. And she would say, Greg, if you have the opportunity to help somebody, just help them. Don't ask what's in it for you. It's the right thing to do. And so this week is a celebration of compassion, but it's a celebration for all of our moms, too, that have really helped us be better people. And so the people and the nonprofits and businesses of Louisville have really responded to this. When you think about when we started with one day and a couple hundred volunteers, we've broken world records for participation and compassion each and every year. In 2019, we tallied more than 235,000 volunteers in acts of compassion. That's an incredible achievement. And when you think about that, like on a per capita basis, that would be like over 100 million Americans participating during a week of helping other people in an organized impact. And so we should dream of a country like that, where people are just naturally helping each other. And what we're trying to do here with Give a Day is model that for the rest of the country. Janice Cates has been our leader on Give a Day and our compassion efforts over here too. So Janice, I want to thank you for all the good work that you do each and every day. And she's been a big part of helping develop Louisville's global brand. It's interesting, some global brand work was done on Louisville a couple years ago and asked around the world, when you think of Louisville, what do you think about? So naturally they said, well, Muhammad Ali, the Kentucky Derby, bourbon, Kentucky Fried Chicken, and to our gratification, compassion was part of this. So it's helped build this global brand for our city. We've been recognized as an international model city of compassion 5 times right now. We established the world's largest compassion-based curriculum with Jefferson County Public Schools on our Compassionate Schools program. We've developed an independent Compassionate Louisville board as well, so this value sticks with us for a long, long time. And then we've expanded Give a Day, right? The words, when you think about it, what's Give a Day? Well, we started with 1 day, all right? And then we went to 1 week. And then we went to 10 days. And we said, why not go to the entire month of April? I mean, so because the pandemic is making it a little bit more difficult, but it's important that we can share and help as much as we possibly can. So when you have a big effort like that going on, you need a lot of partners, and this is really possible in large part because of the outstanding partnership we have with Metro United Way, with great community organizations like SOS across the city, who are helping us organize hundreds and thousands of volunteer opportunities. This is a big undertaking, and with support from Adria and the Metro United Way team and the great community organizations across the city, west, south, downtown, east, we got hundreds of volunteer opportunities, individual projects, group projects. Some are virtual, some are in person, under specific pandemic COVID safety guidelines to protect the health and safety of participants. A lot of the events are going to be outdoors as well. And there are opportunities to help the folks here at SOS do more of their incredible work also. So people can sign up for the projects at the same web address that we've been using for years. It's mygiveaday.com. And again, mygiveaday.com. Please put it on your trailers if you would. And volunteer, or if you're a nonprofit, tell us what your organization is, and we'll send people to help you as well. So I'll turn things back over to SOS so we can learn more about the outstanding work happening here at SOS and the difference they're making around the world and right here in our hometown. And again, I would just like to invite everybody in the community to participate in Give a Day this year. 235,000 is the most we've ever had. The goal is 775,000 people. Why? That's how many people live in Louisville. So everybody can do something throughout the month to help somebody. So let's all work together to make that happen and show the world what a compassionate city looks like. Thank you.
He wipes this off. I want to introduce Sherry Boffman, SOS Director of Marketing and Development, and Tanya Stain, I always do it wrong, SOS Volunteer Coordinator. We've only worked together for 6 years. I'm still messing.
Hi, I'm Sherry. One of my favorite sayings is many hands make light work. And of course, here at SOS, that could not be more true. We are very proud and to participate, especially after hearing all those wonderful data points from the mayor, to participate in Mayor's Give a Day for the month of April this year. During the volunteerism and service that they're providing for the projects they're providing. SOS values our volunteers greatly. They're the backbone of our operation. We would not be able to do the work that we do here in the community and around the world without their help. As a volunteer at SOS, you would be sorting and collecting and organizing all the items that we collect throughout the region, critical medical supplies. But more importantly, as a volunteer at SOS, you are helping folks here and around the world, folks like families in communities right here in our hometown that they are struggling with poverty and discrimination. You're helping victims of natural disasters, such as the one in eastern Kentucky that we've been helping with. You're also packing and sorting supplies that will go to communities around the world as well. We have two different distinct opportunities that we would love to be able to share with you right now. Tanya's going to tell you about the two things that we'll be able to offer during Mayor's Give a Day. Thanks.
As Sherry said, we are offering two different types of volunteer opportunities for the Mayor's Month of Giving. The first one is virtual, so you're able to volunteer even if you can't make it in because of the pandemic or job circumstances or anything. We are offering the opportunity to make first aid kits. So you, your organization, individuals, groups can get together and collect first aid supplies. So that list is listed on the Metro United Way, and you can go there and sign up, and it will give you more information about it. The second option is for you and small groups to come into SOS to offer a 3-hour period of time to volunteer and to sort. Sorting is just like it says, we're sorting medical supplies that are needed to go to different locations. It could be going locally, it could be going internationally, to help in crisis, to help needs that need to be met. You can get all this information on the Metro United Way site. Whatever you do is such a tremendous help to the people locally and international that you are truly saving lives, that you will never understand the gratitude that they have when you volunteer your time. So thank you for your time, and we hope to see you soon.
All right, so I get to introduce rock star after rock star. This is exciting. I actually really like this job. Melissa Coleman and Lisa Walton are the founders of Healthcare Essentials Training Institute in West Louisville. They are one of our local partners, and I'd like to invite them up to just give a few brief words.
Thank you so much. It's such an honor to be here to kick off the Mayor's Month of Giving. My name is Melissa Coleman. I am one of the co-founders of Healthcare Essentials. We are currently the first and only minority-operated certified nursing assistant training institute in West Louisville. We initially started our first class back in September, and we've currently educated about 20 students who have gone out to impact the world. We know that with this education, not only is this gonna move them up, it's gonna further their education, it's gonna give them job skills. The students that come through our program, not only do they learn about healthcare and about the foundations of nursing and giving back, but they learn soft skills. They learn to put that compassion into work. They learn to actually give back. They learn how to impact the world around them through their service of giving throughout healthcare. The next piece that I do want to talk about is how we have been graciously blessed with the donations that we've received through SOS organization. SOS, they've allowed us to initiate and create and start our business in the midst of COVID-19. And without their help of giving over, I think it was about like $10,000 of healthcare donations, supplies to help us open up our nursing aid training center, we just want to say thank you so much to them. We've definitely been impacted, and that's how global health is done here locally in Louisville.
Hello, my name is Lisa Walton, and I am a co-owner with Melissa in Healthcare Essentials Training Institute. And like she said, SOS has been a great help in our starting our business. They have provided most of our, especially our large equipment that we needed to even start. They have also provided healthcare equipment, healthcare supplies that we teach our children, that we teach our students with every day. They have been a great impact on us locally and abroad. So even with our students that we teach weekly, we are touching the lives of their family, of their economics, of their growth. We are a foundation for them, a strong foundation that they can go on and become anything that they want to be. They can continue in their healthcare, education, and even go on to be doctors. So we are very proud of the students that we teach. We are proud of the work that we do, and our core foundation is service. So we thank SOS for helping us to provide that service. Thank you.
So, local and international, because we are all interconnected. So I am so honored to welcome to the podium Harry Ho. Did I do that right? Yeah. Okay. Originally from Liberia, and I will let him just speak for a few moments.
Thank you, sir, for this opportunity. My name is Harry Paul. On behalf of the Liberian community and the Tremble National Association, we want to extend our thanks and appreciation for this opportunity, and also to the mayor. We have been working with SOS for a while now. In 2014, when the Ebola hit Liberia, I think most of you are aware of that, it was all over the news. We partnered with SOS to help the Liberian government with medical supplies and equipment. We were able to round out that donation of about $160,000 worth of medical equipment that went to Liberia and assisted the Liberian government to battle the Ebola. And came around again in 2019 when the coronavirus hit. We came right back to SOS again to ask for assistance, and we really appreciate your partnership for helping out. We were able to round up about $250,000 worth of medical equipment and supplies that assisted. In fact, I will read a statement from the Minister of Liberia. She said, "On behalf of the President and the Liberian people, we want to thank you and your partners for coming to our aid. And also, we also want to say that this bed that you are provided will be the first in the newly built veteran hospital in Liberia." So that means a lot for our country. Because of their generous giving, there are 3 health centers in rural Liberia that have been impacted, 22 communities, and approximately 8,000 residents. That's a great job. One of the health centers, this is what happened. It is very remarkable. There was only one IV pole for the whole facility. The most critical patient got the pole. When a more critical patient arrived, that person got the pole, said the county health officer. We were able to donate 13 IV poles to that health center, and they have a 3 backup. It was all because of their generous help. We want to say thank you for all you've been doing. You are impacting the world, and we are happy and very much appreciated to be a great partner with you. Thank you very much.
This is what volunteers at SOS do. They make these stories happen. I don't make them happen. The volunteers make them happen. So, and one quick note. If you ever want to have a good time, when we shipped the Liberia container, a bunch of Liberian Americans came here, and it was a party. They brought food, and it was amazing. So if we do it again, I got to put the word out. Okay, I now have the pleasure of welcoming Adria. Oh my gosh, I got to put my glasses on. I got to find them. Johnson, Chief Impact Officer at Metro United Way.
Hi, good morning. I cannot think of a better way to spend April 1st. Metro United Way is proud to be an organization that has been in this community for 104 years, mobilizing time, talent, and resources to make sure that people thrive and live their best lives. And part of a huge piece of our ability to have the impact that we do is through our volunteers. Last year alone, we mobilized over 10,300 volunteers, which equated to almost 75,000 hours of service. And this level of service provided no shortage of basic needs and support to many of our community partners that exist in this community to also help people thrive and live their best lives. And so we're proud. As Mayor Fisher said, Give a Day started with 30 projects, one day, 200 volunteers, and look at where we are today. We have taken that and grown into a full-blown month of service. And while COVID, yes, has forced all of us to adjust to a new normal, adjust to volunteering in a different way, that hasn't stopped us from continuing to rise to the occasion and try and be of support to those who need us in this community, to be of support and to continue putting that compassion to action that we heard our mayor speak about a few moments ago. Through this time of pivoting, we have deployed more than 2,000 pounds of PPE, We have connected volunteers to deliver more than 600 food bundles across JCPS sites, and the list goes on and on and on. We've produced thousands of healthy snack kits, personal care kits. Again, the list goes on and on. And we'll continue to pivot, and we'll keep doing that for as long as is necessary to not compromise our ability to be of service to those who need us to be of service to them. And so again, I am honored to be here to kick off Mayor's Give-A-Day, Day 1, this month of service. You heard our mayor talk about how easy it is for you to get signed up, mygiveaday.com. It's that simple. Pick your poison, pick your comfort level, whether you need that to be a virtual engagement or you're more comfortable getting a little bit out in the community and rolling up your sleeves and being of service. Please join us in helping to get to that 700 and what was that number again, Mayor, of volunteers we're looking for? 775. We can do it. Come on, guys.
I'd like to welcome our councilman, William Hollinger, to the podium.
Thank you very much. It is always great to be at SOS. I met some constituents this morning who were working back here, not just this month, but every month, because as you've heard, volunteers are what make SOS go. They are here not just getting things out into the community and out into the world, but also keeping things out of the landfill. This is a great recycling effort, and it goes on here 365 days a year. I just want to encourage everybody throughout the community to get involved. This is a time when you can say, what can I do for my city? And I want to talk about one particular opportunity because we hear a lot about litter in this community. With the mayor's support, Metro Council recently put $1 million into helping clean up our city. But we can't do this alone. So there are opportunities for people in the community to get out in a safe way with your own bag, with your own gloves, and help us clean up. So that's something we can do this month. There are also lots of opportunities. You can go to mygiveaday.com and see Parks has opportunities for cleanups. There are neighborhood organizations that have opportunities for cleanups. Various council members have opportunities for cleanups. We can all do something this month. So thank you, Mayor, for this great idea, many years of it, and thank you, everybody from Metro United Way and SOS.
Just thanks, everybody. Adria, thank you for what Metro United Way is doing. All of our other guests here. I mean, what this is about is everybody can help somebody, right? And when you think about, young people come and think, you're the mayor, you must know a lot. What's the secret to life? I say, well, help somebody every day. Learn something new every day, and it adds up after a while. It's really not any more complicated than that. And so we're really trying to put the spotlight on during this month of giving, Mayor's Give-A-Day here in the month of April. So if everybody could please step up, either with Give-A-Day or quietly by yourself, that's just fine. But let's go on and show the world here in this time of real change that we're going through in America and the whole country right now, how we come out of this pandemic, how we come out of these marches for racial justice and be a country and a city that really just represents wonderful opportunity for everybody. So thanks for joining us. Please help us with giveaday.com. Thank you. Let's get to work.